What's good, YouTube? Back again to react to another video. Today's video is titled 7 Levels of Game Addiction. As someone who may be addicted to video games, this is something that hits the heart. So let's get into it. Let's see what they're talking about on this. What do they got?
The 7 levels of gaming addiction. And now we've all played a video game before in our lifetime, unless your parents were just ops, unless you really hated them. So we all fall on this spectrum somewhere, and I'm sure you'll find out where you are throughout this video. So here we go, the 7 levels of gaming addiction. And we'll start with level 0, the friend's house gamer. Now this kid, pretty self-explanatory. He would go to friend's house and play video games. That's it. You don't own a console at this level, and you just play whenever you're offered. And it's never at your own house. It's literally impossible to get addicted because you don't even have a console or you don't even play. Now, whatever situation it may be,
I've definitely met these guys. No issues.
play the game for the first time, and then you decide, you know what, I'm gonna invest in a console. You are now at level 1. Noob / carefree. Now, I fucking lie at this level right here, bro. I used to be way up there, like level 5, which you'll see later. But now I'd say I'm a level 1. I would just play whatever console it was whenever I felt like it, which isn't really often. My first time playing.
Going from level 5 to level 1? Seems like he was getting shit on.
Was a completely different experience than it is now. I remember the very first day I was introduced to a console. So we got the Wii for my dad's birthday. This was not for my birthday. And of course, I was really confused.
How old am I, dude? That was his first console? The Wii?
As to what it was at first. But the fact that you could choose what you do in the game, to my little Timmy mind, that was so amazing. But in reality, yeah, no shit, you can do whatever you want with your time. But apparently, it was like endless opportunities in Mario Kart Wii for me. And once I unlocked Diddy Kong, nope. Alright, goodbye. I fell in love with playing video games. Like, me and my Wii, like, the Wii was my fucking wifey, and we were about to get married and have a ceremonial-ass wedding. Okay, anyway, I'm getting off topic.
The Wii was a really good console. For the sake of the video, for what he's saying, that the Wii was really good. The Wii Sports is legendary. It was the best game you could get, like, with a console. Pretty crazy. It's sold for the console itself. Wii Sports, shout out to them.
But once you play on like a sort of schedule, like you start to play, I don't know, let's say like an hour or 2 hours, you are now on level 2. You get on with the homies fairly consistently, and now you spend a bit of time playing. It could range from like an hour to 2 hours, like I said. If the game has a huge skill gap, well, you're not going to be good at it yet. You're not going to be an absolute nerd at the fucking game or whatever it is. You know, you're pretty content with where you are in skill level, and you don't really care to improve, which honestly, you know what, it's probably better. Or else you will fall into the trap of level 3. You start to get a little bit competitive at the game. It's nice to be competitive in situations.
I don't know how these levels are going, but I already know for me, I'm up there. I must be level 8, because if you're not if level 3 is where it gets competitive, bro, that was instantly for me. I'm competitive with all the games. I want to win. And I grew up in a time where you had to be, that's all it was competitive, trying to win in video games type of game. So, we'll see.
You know, you're just going to be a bum and get nowhere in life if you're not. And this stage, you want to get to the top, you want to beat the game, you want to get to a high rank. You have the goal in mind to catch them all in fucking Pokemon, whatever it is. Because there's something about it just gives you dopamine. Just getting these accomplishments in the video game. Which honestly, was now looking back, is kind of weird. You know, I thought I'd get dopamine from accomplishing things like in real life. But I guess to me, as a little Timmy, it was all about the game, collecting the Pokemon, try to unlock all the characters in Mario Kart. Which is when you start to play like 2 to 3 hours a day. Now, I don't know the recommended amount or whatever it is, but I would not recommend passing this level, me personally. Because some people at this level begin to rage. Especially when you get really attached to a certain game, you'll start to rage at it more.
Rage, bro. When I was growing up, I was breaking so many controllers. My mom used to be pissed off, bro. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I was so fucking mad at these games growing up sometimes, but I don't do that anymore because controllers are $70. Plus,
fuck! Every time I died in Mario Bros. Wii, I would just plunge onto the couch and just start kicking my feet in the air, bro.
My man is playing easy games and raging. I'm not saying No, that game's pretty easy.
I don't know. It was really harmless rage. But now we go on to level 4, which is where the toxicity begins. This is where some people begin to start raging. Now, if the game is a giant skill gap, it's like fucking huge. They're gonna grind, they're gonna be on that John for like a while, and they're still gonna suck. And they're gonna suck because, well, it's a huge learning curve, and I'm sure they're determined to get better at the game, so they're gonna get mad. And they're gonna keep making the same mistakes over and over again. Fuck, I blew 2 elixir again. Fuck. Oh, no, please, no, don't get the tower, no! And of course, yeah, this guy's, oh, wow, what a loser. This kid's doing his little hee-hee-ha, thinking he's all that in a fucking bag of chips because he won a game of Clash Royale. Dude, who the hell are you screaming at? I don't know. But when
the mobile gamers do be hyped up. No shade to them. I want everybody to enjoy their games. They be hyped though.
I started to care so much about a video game, just the rage would just begin to build up more and more. And if you have like a competitive nature like I did with the game, like you want to be the best. So some people are just gonna get bad, and I happen to be one of them. Now there were other games like shooter games. Now these set me off the fucking edge, bro. Oof. Although them John said rated M, yeah, I was not fucking mature enough to play them, Jonathan. So let me tell you. Because at level 5, you begin to become very competitive at a game. And this may cause some rage. A lot of rage. Especially those bad days where you're playing like shit. At this level, if you're not cooking at like every second of the game, it's a big deal. Now, I was heavily addicted to a few games in my time, like Fortnite and Rainbow Six Siege. It was bad. So bad. You know, all I would think about was Rainbow Six Siege and getting my rank up. Or Fortnite and getting the W's or whatever it was. Those two games I specifically remember because it was
I don't feel like this is like extreme though. Like, you know what I mean? Like even his level 5 is kind of like the standard to me. Like if you're doing any sort of competitive, I don't feel like there's 7 levels to it. I feel like it's showing like 3 or 4.
My freshman year. And this for me was probably peak video game addiction. And now I was getting close to like streamer hours on the game. It was getting bad.
4 hours a day? Bro, that's light work. Nah. Either that's light work or I'm addicted.
Even though I was making no funds, none. I was doing this shit for free, bro. I guess I wanted to be like the best out of my friend group. I don't even know. Like I just wanted to be the best, like no one ever was. At this stage, I wanted to be like the talk of the friend group. I don't know, because we would all be squatting up or whatever it was, playing duos. Maybe I wanted to get a high rank for bragging rights or something, like, yeah guys, I'm a platinum in Rainbow or whatever. Or I got a 70 kill win. We would all try to one up each other on the game, basically. That's how it would go. Well, for the ones who were competitive. So if you had
healthy competition, all my friends growing up, we all were competing to be the highest rank. That was just what it was. I'm not gonna lie, it seemed kind of soft.
A competitive team, if you were like playing a team game, they will get on your head if you're doing ass, which will just create even more rage and toxicity. Where's the bomb? What did you say? I can't hear you down there. On the bottom of the leaderboard, what are you doing?
That's a motherfucking fact. He's not wrong about that at all. Boy, if you are not high on that leaderboard in some of these games, the Rainbow Six, Valorant, those type of things, bro, you're just gonna have to be quiet.
Down there, get some fucking kills, buddy. You ain't doing shit for this team. I'll tell you where the bomb is if you get a kill. Competitive team games are crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If your team composure gets fucked up, like G, bro, you're screwed. It's just gonna be.
I will purposely go. If another team is, say we're playing Valorant, if another team is doing bad, I will literally go into all chat and start making them tilt. Like I'll say, what's going on over there? Or I'll say I'll see who's doing bad on the list and start talking to him. Or I'll say sorry to the person who's on top of the list. And then he'll end up getting triggered. Like, yeah, my team is bad. He's not wrong about this. When a team loses composure, they're going to get cooked. Like that's a fact.
Be rage central in that, John. No one's gonna have like that right mindset. Nothing's gonna happen. Now at level 6, we have the professional. This motherfucker either is a professional making the bread, which, you know what, I fucking respect that. W grind set. That is pretty cool that you can make video games and make money in this economy. That's pretty fire. But if you're that one motherfucker with TTV in your goddamn name, knowing damn well you don't stream on Twitch,
I literally, when I be seeing TTVs, I go look them up. Sometimes they have an account. They're usually never streaming though. Like every once in a while, I'll catch like someone with TTV in the name, and I'll look and they'll be streaming, and I'll be like, all right, I was in that match. Hopefully, I did well, and you probably got smashed. Especially if I win, I'm definitely gonna look your shit up. Like I have, I'm on PC. I can do it fast.
Who the fuck are you? And every time we kill them, we would check to see if they were actually a streamer and see if they're like an actual active streamer. And if they were, oh, you bet we would troll them. And now there's this other thing that we would all laugh about, which is why I never got past level 5, was because there was this thing that Ninja did with like gaming stretches, energy drinks, and all this other shit. And I promised myself I will never stretch before a fucking video game. And I'm glad.
There's nothing wrong with stretching, bro. He's kind of tweaking on that. But aside from video games, like that's just good for your body. You're gonna be stiff. That's actually really good. I think I stretched like my back and just shit like that. You have to.
Glad I didn't. I'm glad I never drink G Fuel to enhance my reaction time by like 0.02 seconds.
Now that shit's bullshit. Yeah, these drinks are not gonna make you better.
Because it's got a fuck ton of caffeine in it. That shit will give me the jitters. And yeah, level 6, you'll start to drink caffeinated drinks to enhance performance, gaming stretches. Because 1, it's your job, or 2, you're a wannabe that doesn't even grind. Like, how can you even expect to blow up if you're not even...
This shit says last live 1 year ago. That is so it. That it really be they need to take that TTV out their name if they haven't streamed for a year. Like
streaming or posting videos, whatever. It's like, you gotta be consistent, bro. Just fucking around playing the game isn't gonna do shit for you. Now for content creators, this is where they stop because, well, they have a life. And this is where most people should stop if they've even gotten to this point. And now we're at level 7. And this isn't where it stops. This is not the max. There is a level infinity. But at level 7, this is where gaming begins to get in the way of life. All right, this is no longer a hobby. This is your fucking life. Now, you were slowly spending more and more time as the levels went on, but now it's your entire life. When you start to miss important things for the game, or your whole day revolves around the game. And if you even do go outside, you will be repping the gaming merch. I paused my game to be here? Huh? He's putting that shit on. Look at Sheldon. He's dripping. Yeah, they will have some fit on like this. And this is where the Discord moderator timing begins. They start to gain a fair amount of weight, and the pudge,
all these things can be prevented, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's talking about like his lifestyle of talking about the level 7 gamer. Like, dog, I play a lot of video games, bro. I work out. I have friends. I was out with friends yesterday. It's just like, you have to know, you gotta know limits, bro. At some point, you have to get out. Like,
start to get some pudge in their life. And then they begin to...
Unless you're making hella bread off of it, then do what you need to do. Or, if you're living that way and that's supporting you financially, shit, I can't say nothing to you.
Neglect hygiene and all this other stuff for the game.
Yeah, that is not a thing. That is one thing I will make. I am not a musty gamer, bro. I don't care how long I'll be on the game. There will be a moment where I'll take a shower if I didn't already shower before.
Game, so they get the maximum amount of time possible. They just throw self-care out of the window at this point. They put the game over themselves at this point. Poor sleep, poor hygiene, poor self-care at this level. But at level infinity, it gets far worse. Now this level, I'm gonna refer to as the Sam level or the Eric Cartman level. Now these are 2 characters from TV shows I used to watch. I still watch South Park. But Total Drama was a classic. Now this motherfucker Sam had a DS everywhere he went. He had that shit on him 24/7. Some motherfucker could have been getting eaten by a bear next to him. Bro still be playing his video game, bro. And there was even one episode where he saw the goddamn
this goddamn Adobe stock
universe as a digital fucking reality. And that opened my eyes a little bit, like, maybe this is a little bit more than a hobby for me. Now, at the Eric Cartman level, there was one episode in South Park. This dude gamed till he fucking dropped. You cannot tell me this setup in this face does not speak true gaming addiction. This dude wanted to beat some, like, Discord mod.
Now, yes. Do not. That level is just not healthy, bro. I have a health conscious mindset a little bit. So it's like, dude, I just could not. I I just couldn't. Not if my body was losing it. I just know.
Hot ass loser at a game. He literally grinded 24/7. He pissed and shit in a bucket. It was pretty rough, but it was a funny episode nonetheless. But yeah. And what did we learn from this, the duck? Mish. Well, it's an addiction once it starts to get in the way of your life. And you get mad over the smallest shit on the game. I know you enjoyed. Click it. Go follow my Instagram and peep the Spotify podcast. Link in description.
Hey.
Click the playlist. If you're a goat, click it right now.
Shout out to him. W video. That shit does not apply to me, but for those who it applies to, there you go. You can see your levels of addiction. I'm somewhere between the level 7 in Infinity with asterisks because I go outside. So love y'all. Thank y'all. Hit that like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace.